Steve Hogarth, born Ronald Stephen Hoggarth, the 14th of May 1956 in Kendal, Westmorland, also known as H, is an English singer-songwriter and musician. Since 1989 he has been the lead singer of the British rock band Marillion, for which he also performs additional keyboards and guitar. Hogarth was formerly a keyboard player and co-lead vocalist with the Europeans and vocalist with How We Live. AllMusic has described Hogarth as having a unique, expressive voice, with flexible range and beautiful phrasing. Early life. Hogarth was born in Kendal, Westmorland. His father was an engineer in the British Merchant Navy. He was brought up on a council estate in Doncaster from the age of 2. As a child he became interested in music, his earliest influences being the Beatles and the Kinks. He taught himself to play piano, leaving school at the age of 18. Hogarth spent 3 years studying for a degree in electrical engineering at Trent Polytechnic. He was also a member of a band during this time, Harlow, who played working men's clubs. They recorded the single Harry Damasio on the Pepper record label in 1978. The band split in 1981 and Hogarth left his engineering degree, moving to London to further his music career. In London. After responding to an advertisement in the music press, Hogarth joined the band Motion Pictures. They were subsequently renamed the Europeans, initially joining just as a keyboard player. Hogarth later shared the vocal duties with Ferg Harper, signed to A&M Records. The Europeans released 2 studio albums and 1 live album. Hogarth sang just 1 track on the first studio album but sang 5 of the 8 tracks on the second album. In 1985, Hogarth and guitarist Colin Waugh left the band to form How We Live. The duo were signed to Columbia Records in 1987. Following record company changes, How We Live's debut album Dry Land was unsuccessful. Hogarth considered leaving the music industry and becoming a milkman or postman. However, a meeting with his publishers arranged by a friend, Darrell Way, a founding member of Curved Air, persuaded him to send a tape to Marillion, who were recruiting for a new lead vocalist following the departure of Fish in late 1988. Marillion heard the tape and were interested enough to ask for a meeting with the singer. Later accounts of this first meeting record that Hogarth turned up at band member Pete Trewavas' house with his demo tapes contained in a red plastic fire bucket, the audition taking place in Trewavas' garage. Due to the presence of cats in the house, see below, the band were immediately impressed by his vocal prowess. Hogarth himself, however, took a little longer to make up his mind, holding as he did at the time a potentially lucrative offer to tour the U.S. on keyboards with Dee, as he later recalled in a 2001 interview by Classic Rock. He had a choice between the most hip band in the world and the least. Quote, in the end he accepted the position with Marillion, won over as the band wanted an equal partner and were offering a potentially permanent arrangement. Hogarth's first album with the band, released in September 1989, was Season's End, their 5th studio album. Since then, Marillion have recorded a further 13 albums with Hogarth on vocals, the most recent being Fuck Everyone and Run, FEAR, released in September 2016. Hogarth has also released 1 solo studio album under the name H, called Ice Cream Genius. This album had contributions from ex-Japan, Porcupine Tree synthesizer, keyboard maestro Richard Barbieri, former XTC guitarist Dave Gregory, Blondie drummer Clem Burke, bassist Chucho Merchant and percussionist Luis Jardim. Subsequently, Hogarth's side project, the H Band, has played live across the UK and Europe, featuring a variety of musicians, including former The Stone Roses MKII guitarist Aziz Ibrahim, Massive Attack and the bass drummer Andy Gangadine, session musician Jingles on bass, Aziz's regular musical partner Dalbir Singh Ratan on tablas and Stephanie Sobey Jones on cello. With Barbieri and Gregory, this lineup recorded a double album entitled Live Spirit, Live Body in 2001. Released in 2002. Writing for a forthcoming second solo studio album occurred in December 2004. In spring-summer 2006, Hogarth undertook a solo H-Natural, during which he played around 20 dates in the UK and Europe. It was billed as an evening of music and conversation with Hogarth at the piano. These shows were mixed and released for download, one at a time and for a limited period only, on Hogarth's, now defunct, H-Tunes website. On 14 May 2010, Hogarth performed at the Relentless Garage in London to celebrate his birthday. On the following 2 days he also performed in Liverpool and Sheffield. To coincide with these shows, a CD was released featuring some of the best tracks taken from his H-Natural shows. This collection is called H-Natural Selection and was available at the shows and from the Marillion website. In 2012, Hogarth joined forces with Richard Barbieri again, releasing an album as a duo called Not the Weapon But the Hand. In 2014, it was announced that Hogarth was releasing 2 volumes of diaries written between 1991 and 2014. The first was released in June 2014 by Mick Publishing and is called The Invisible Man. Volume 2 followed in December 2014. Personal life. Hogarth has 3 children, a daughter named Sophie and a son named Niall with his first wife Sue, and a son named Emile from his current relationship with Lynette. Hogarth is violently allergic to cats, first learning this when hospitalized as a child after visiting a Liverpudlian auntie, whose house was full of EM. Quote, his hobbies include football and he is a Manchester United fan. Musical inspirations. Hogarth has cited the Blue Nile, Paddy McAloon, Mike Scott, John Lennon, David Bowie and Joni Mitchell as musical inspirations, and Peter Gabriel, Sting and Massive Attack as artists he would like to work with. On Sting, Hogarth has commented, "It's weird how few artists mention Sting and pull him out, but he's such a brilliant talent." Quote, solo discography. 1997. Ice Cream Genius. 1998. Ice Cream Genius. Re-release. 2002. Live Spirit. Live Body. 2010. H-Natural Selection. 2012. Not the Weapon But the Hand, with Richard Barbieri. 2013. Arc Light, with Richard Barbieri. Guest appearances. 1982. All Balls and No Willie, John Otway. Keyboards. 1983. Once Bitten, Annabelle Lamb. Keyboards. 1985. Domestic Harmony, Do Are Acute Me. Keyboards. 1986. Infected, The Piano on Heartland. 1987. Blue Yonder. Backing vocals. 1987. St. Julian Cope. Backing vocals. 1988. Union, Tony Childs. Keyboards. 1990. Sailing, Rock Against Repatriation. Vocals. 1998. Ocean Songs, Chucho Merchant. Vocals. 1999. 5 Years in a Lifetime. Video. Dream Theater. Keyboards. Vocals. 1999. The Emperor Falls, John Wesley. Backing vocals. 2007. Systematic Chaos, Dream Theater. Spoken voice. 2011. Till Then We Wait, San Domingo. Vocals. 2011. The Awakening, Edison's Children. Vocals. 2012. Paintings in Minor Leela, Egbert Derricks. Narration on This Train Is My Life. 2014. Music for Trains, Peter Brown. Spoken vocal on Houdini Highs. 2015. Gitanos Catalans. 20 Anis de Saba de Gracia, 2017. Colors Not Found in Nature, Isildur Bain and Steve Hogarth. Lead vocals. Personal quotes. Official website. Steve's homepage on Marillion site. Official page for Not the Weapon But the Hand. Interview with Steve Hogarth about Happiness is the Road album and much more. Bibliography. Anno Roaring Quimbert. Marillion. Lere Hogarth. Camion Blanc. France. 2014. 222p.